What's going on, guys? You're with Hardy Tech, and today we start off part 1 of a special 3-part series we're going to be doing called the Ghost of New Year's blah blah blah. And it's a play on the whole Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, Ghost of Christmas Future. I have slight speech problems, don't judge me, thing. And I originally had the idea to just kind of go back and look at the past 2 videos I did on New Year's and talk about how what I said in that video turned out, my thoughts on it now, reacting to that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, let's do one about the past, let's do one about reflecting on this year, the present, and one about the future next year. So this is going up probably on the 30th, then the 31st will be the present, and the 1st will be future. So how exciting. So it kind of accidentally became a tradition for me to upload a video on New Year's, a vlog, just talking about whatever I wanted to talk about. And the first of these happened on January 1st of 2014. And here's a little backstory to my life at this point. This was during a phase of my YouTube career where I was doing a thing called hoodie time. And some of you probably just got really excited remembering that because a lot of people really like that. It was basically very similar to, if you guys have ever heard of Press Heart to Continue, Dodger, Dexterity Bonus, where she sat down every day, drank some coffee, and talked to you about her day. I basically did the same thing. And this was a period where I'd just gone through a breakup where I found out that my girlfriend was cheating on me, and I was kind of depressing. And I don't know if I mentioned it in this video at all, but I was still living with my grandmother in California. I don't know about what my channel size was, but this is when I still had pretty decent success with my channel, so we were still going uphill. And yeah, let's get the reaction started. Oh my gosh,
okay,
that quality.
Guys, we're gonna be doing something super special here. 7.
I hated that phone so much.
December 31st.
This is when I didn't like wearing my glasses in vlogs because I hated how I looked with my glasses. So I always took them off whenever I recorded.
And in the meantime, working on something else all day that I've been mentioning on Twitter, literally taking like all day.
That was the Pokemon Game Show Interactive Edition, which I don't think I ended up actually finishing, which was super frustrating. I did, but I think it was like a day late, which I hated. And I procrastinated. Yeah, I ended up starting working on it until like 3 days before the new year, despite the fact that I planned it in the summer. My procrastination is basically the reason why we haven't had a 3rd edition of the interactive Pokemon Game Show in like 2 years. Maybe someday. It's weird thinking, right now when I'm recording this, there's like 75 hours left of the year. That's really weird. Chitty chat. Look at me trying to be cool.
This is exciting. Oh crap, Happy New Year!
Whoa!
Hey.
So proud of myself.
That was a quick minute. Happy New Year.
Put your glasses on, you freak.
I rarely ever say my full YouTube.
Yeah, I never do. It's always, I always say Hardy Tech, and even then, no one ever calls me Hardy Tech.
Yeah,
I'm just Hardy.
I actually did accomplish that this year because I've lost about 80 pounds, and I've been maintaining about the same weight. Admittedly, I still need to lose a little more.
I've gained like 20 pounds since I moved here, and it's really frustrating. I think most of it was due to stress, but we also just have really bad eating habits. So I plan on fixing that.
I want a pet dragon. I
failed at that, by the way.
Amazing.
Sorry.
I'm actually going to San Francisco, which is
I didn't do that.
3-hour drive from my house. It's not that bad.
That plan fell through. Why does my beard look so much better now?
San Francisco.
Maybe it's just better trimmed today. I don't know. It looked really shit there. I thought I looked super cool. For anyone who's been around my channel for a while now, this friend is Bree, who was actually my most recent girlfriend. And yeah, you guys might have known of her. I just ended up going to visit her in Oregon instead. So the San Francisco plan is literally just a waste of several minutes. Oh, we're on a phase of Hardy talking about how many girls he's banged because of YouTube.
I've met Spizzles, who I used to do a podcast with, who lives in Alabama.
R.I.P. Caterpie. And to this day, she's still like one of my top 3 best friends. Not that I rank them, but like the 3 best friends I consider. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just weird how you never realize, like, when you meet someone, just how big a part of their life, of your life, they might become. Like, you don't realize that when first meeting them, and it's weird looking back on this.
I think I broke my glasses. Oh shit. I don't think they're supposed to be bent that way. That's not good. Bang.
You know, the thing I took from that video the most is that hoodie I don't have anymore, because when I was in Colorado, I went to work on a job site and I accidentally left that there, not realizing, and I never went back to that specific site. So that hoodie was lost forever. That sucks. Alright, so moving on to the New Year's 2015 video. This had been, to the point, the most probably exciting and eventful year of my life. Probably surpassed by this year, depending on how you look at it. But in 2015 was the year that I moved to Colorado to go be with Maki after getting kicked out in California for... I actually don't remember if I ever told that story. Basically, how I got kicked out of California was, and my grandparents, was my aunt, who I'd like met twice before when I was really little, didn't know her at all. I think she was my aunt, might have been my aunt's friend or whatever, I don't know. But she came to visit my grandparents, and while she was there, we live in a forest, okay? There's a giant forest if you've ever seen it. And I guess they went out for a walk or something through the forest, but basically she ended up misplacing her phone. Could have been anywhere, and for some reason, she insisted that I stole her phone, which is stupid. I don't know why, and for some reason my grandmother and grandfather believed her and insisted that I did it as well, and to this day they actually still think that I stole her phone. But it basically came down to, if I didn't give the phone, which I didn't have back, I had to leave. I didn't have it, and I wasn't going to take that shit, so I left. And I went to Colorado because this is about 3 weeks after I met Maki, and I'm a dumbass, and I ended up staying with her until we broke up in December, and that included moving to Nebraska during that period. And this New Year's is actually a really weird transition in my life because I'd broken up with Maki in November. I moved back to California in December to stay with my friend Ranger, and I could only stay with him for a few weeks. I had nowhere else to go, and this was before I started living with my other grandmother. And I was actually with a subscriber I met that lived somewhat near Ranger. At the time, I thought he was pretty cool. After living with him, this isn't something I ever talked about in videos because I didn't think I needed to. After living with him and his family, wasn't one of my better ideas to go there. But this is a really weird transitional period in my life, so let's hear what I had to say. There's also, I went all of 2014 without cutting my hair. So, no, that's not true. I had like one trim, but how you saw in the last New Year's videos compared to now is basically a year of growth. Although you couldn't see it because of hoodies.
New Year's hit, like it went from 2013 to 2014. It was a video that literally took 2 years to make.
I've always been stupid.
As a person, as far as like my personal life goes, you know, I got my first girlfriend, I took that road trip to Tennessee, I did so much last year.
It's hard to believe that's like 2.5 years ago. Hey, there's blue in the background. There's blue in the background.
Because I mean, just my life is 150% different than it was a year ago, but at the same time, it's also kind of the same. Like,
yeah, same. Wow, every New Year's my life is completely different. Man, my hair looked like shit.
Like, I've known Ranger for a long time, but I didn't really start to like really befriend him until...
And then Ranger got sucked into the void of League of Legends, and we've yet to see him since.
My wonderful new girlfriend, Bree.
Spoilers, that didn't work out. That reminds me, like, a lot of people always yelled at me that I have to take breaks between girlfriends because I did have a tendency to kind of rush into things, and since I broke up with Bree in March, I've been single Pringle, so it's like 10 months now. You guys proud of me? That's another thing I've gotten really good about is trying to separate private and public life. That was a big issue I had before. I don't know, I cut out this part because it made me really depressed, and I don't want to be depressed. Let's be happy instead.
You know, just recently getting a partnership, I'm streaming, on our way to 50 subscribers on that.
I'm still at 50 subscribers on Twitch.
Because Showdown Scoreboard, I love Showdown Scoreboard so much, it's such a fun series.
Showdown Scoreboard starts January 1st.
This is like, YouTube is literally my life. Like, I wake up, I'm always thinking about YouTube in some way. Like,
I miss that part of my life. I hate having to have an actual job now. It's literally draining me of all my happiness. Weird how I've been despite the fact that I'm more financially secure now, I've been so much more depressed and stressed ever since I started actually like with a real job.
I want to complete like the Pokedex list as far as like TCG.
I'm still like 30 away from completing that Pokedex. It pisses me off.
Like 6 hours or something like that, or like 4 hours. Took like quite a while.
But I love organizing Pokemon cards, so I can't complain about that.
I think my resolution for 2015 is going to be, and just thinking about this kills me inside, to become more of an adult. You know,
I did become more of an adult too. Like, I have an actual job. I make car payments. I make school payments. I go to work 5 days a week. What the hell happened? Damn it, I completed my New Year's resolution.
It's not up to like the par of where Hardy Tech Yo-Yo was as far as like views and revenue and everything is, but
little did we know we'd be back there, and it would be worse. It's weird seeing that. This is the first time I've watched, I think, either of those videos really since I first posted them, and it's been 2 years since I recorded that first one, which is insane to think about. And it's been a whole year since I was in California in that horrible house, since I lived with Ranger. Like, I was originally supposed to go back and stay with Ranger like in 2 weeks. Like, his dad's like, can you just find a place to stay for like 2 weeks? I'm like, yeah, okay. It's been a year. Starting to think I'm not going back there. Probably not. But me thinking 2014 was the best year of my life, I didn't know what was going to be happening this year. But you know what? We'll save that for tomorrow's video for the Ghost of New Year's present. Thank you guys for going on this little journey back in time with me. I will see you guys tomorrow for part 2.